And welcome back to City Corner. I'm Robin Boyce, and in the studio with me right now is Dr. Tisha Glasper, who is a dazzling doll. You are. Name of her business is Dazzling Dolls, and this is a mobile spa business.
Yes.
Tell me more about this.
Well, when I was 3 years old, I was involved in a tragic car accident, and that permanently disfigured my leg. But I recognized that there was beauty beyond the scars, and I did not allow my scars to define who I was.
Right.
So Dazzling Dolls was founded on the belief that beauty is not skin deep.
Oh,
beauty
wow.
is in the eye of the beholder, and the beholder being a young girl who recognizes her inner and outer beauty. So we offer the ultimate spa party experience. We pamper the girls. We do manicures, pedicures, light makeup. We do crafts.
Now, this for little girls?
Yes.
What age groups are we talking
We
about?
offer this for ages 3 to 16, girls of all ethnicities, and at the end of the party, we offer a pink carpet runway show so they can show off their beauty.
Oh my goodness! So they get a chance to do runway run and
do.
have a great time.
Yes.
What does this do for some of the kids that you get a chance to work with? Is you can have this at a regular birthday party or something that you're having for a young woman that they're having. But what does this do for the other kids, or what have you witnessed?
What it does is it helps young girls with their self-esteem. And it helps them to recognize that they are princesses and they should grow up to think of themselves as queens. And so I'm a big, firm believer that having high self-esteem about yourself, it will take you a long way. So we instill in our girls while we're having the party, we talk about high self-esteem. We talk about thinking highly of yourselves. And we tell them you should reach beyond the sky, go beyond the sky. The sky is not the limit. You can go beyond that.
That is awesome. What have you seen happening with little girls over the years as you've been building your business and listening to the news out here? What do you see happening with some of our young women out here now?
A lot of the young girls, they watch a lot of things on the television.
Right,
and so when they
so much
yes,
now.
And so with television, with social media, and the more they watch that, then that tells them that I want to be like her, or if I can't look like her, then I'm not special. And so I tell them, no matter what you look like, you are beautiful inside and outside. And I really try to express to them, and we talk about having that inner beauty because it starts inside and it comes out.
What are some of the things that you see happen with the little girls when you pull all of your equipment in and you pull this out as well, the little tutu and the mirrors? What do you see happening in their eyes and with their way they act and what's going on with them as you're getting prepared to work with them during the day?
They have the biggest smiles on their faces, and I could just see the anticipation and the excitement. But another thing that I have found with us having the parties is that the friendships that these young girls form, it is so awesome, because beside us doing birthday parties, I also do what we call pop-up parties.
Pop-up parties?
Yes.
Tell us about those.
Okay, so with our pop-up parties, because I recognize that all parents, they may not be able to afford a $250 or a $300 party. So we have what we call pop-up parties. And so with our pop-up parties, we'll ask sponsors to sponsor 10 girls. We'll have 10 girls. And with these 10 girls, I'll have it at a community center. And we'll have crafts for them, and we'll have lunch for them. And we'll have a theme. The last one we did, we called it, it was a princess theme. So all of the girls came and they had a tiara. They painted a picture of a princess. And so it still gives them that spa party experience. We did their nails for them. We did their toes, and we did their makeup. And those girls were around other girls that they had never met before. So by the end of the party, these girls were interacting with each other. They were laughing and they were talking, and that made me feel so good, because to see the smiles on some of these young girls' faces, because a lot of girls, they don't have friends. And while they're at school, they're always in the cafeteria by themselves. They're always on the playground by themselves. So I was happy to see that they're forming friendships as well.
That's great, because a lot of times, especially with social media like it is today, and those young women or young girls who are allowed to have cell phones or access to tablets or access to PC, they get a chance to see all of the different things that are happening with young people their age. And they kind of go, oh, I wish I could be like that. A lot of times we'll also see our young women getting psychologically beat up based off of, oh, I don't look perfect like that individual over there. How can't I make my eyebrows look like that? Or why don't they look like that? Or they'll get bullied at school if they're not of a certain whatever.
Yes, exactly.
And there are groups of individuals in the schoolyard, in the cafeteria, they want to sit back and make fun of individuals who may just be a little different.
And it's nothing wrong with being different.
Exactly.
It's nothing wrong with being different.
So do you talk with them about that as well? Being yourself, being different, not like the rest.
So what we do is while the party is going on, I may be applying makeup with them, or another one of my team members may be doing their nails. And so we'll say to them, can you tell me what is high self-esteem? And so once they know and they talk about what high self-esteem is, and then we give them examples of having high self-esteem about yourself. So throughout the party, I'll say, okay, girls, what's the word for the day? And they'll say high self-esteem. And so we remind them throughout the party that, yes, you're here to get pampered. We want you to feel beautiful. But we also want to pour those morals and values into the young girls.
That's awesome.
So at the end of the party, we have a slogan that we use, and so we get the girls in a circle, and they'll repeat after me, and what I'll have them say is, I am unique, I'm beautiful, and I'm a dazzling doll.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, and they just really, I know their faces just light up.
It is an awesome feeling. It really is.
They look like they're so happy. I met you at a Mind Your Own Biz conference recently, conducted by Andre Holman. And you were sitting there, and I was, well, my initial move to the booth was, okay, Dazzling Dolls, what is she doing? Are the sisters on the poles, or what's going on? Seriously, I did not know what to think. So I just began to talk with you a little bit more about it, and you started talking about the babies. I'm like, what? This is the little girls. I said, I have got to get this lady in here to talk more about this. Generally, you work, I appreciate you. Do you work with, how many girls can your team work with at a time?
We usually do 8 to 10 girls.
Okay.
Yes, 8 to 10 girls.
So that's comfortable enough for you to be able to make sure that everybody gets made up.
Yes.
And everyone gets kind of a personal touch and personal attention.
I don't want anyone to feel left out. I don't want anyone to get left out. So that allows myself and my team enough time to really pamper the girls, because we don't rush. We take our time with them, and we have fun with the girls.
This is great. Are any churches calling you, or church groups?
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Great. So they're seeing the need to bring in someone who can talk about those beauty self-esteem things. Because at one time you've had some religions that kind of shunned it, did not want to talk about a woman being beautiful or having the look of beauty on the outside as well as those on the inside. A lot of churches, of course, work on the inside and what's going on with the person's self-esteem, et cetera, et cetera. But you're seeing more of them calling you and asking you to come in and work with the girls?
And I think it's a great thing that I can use my own personal story, growing up, having, the disfigured leg and having the scars. So I actually can pour myself into my business, and I give it 110%.
Tell us about that. Growing up, did kids make fun of you and or bully you because of your disfigured leg? How did you deal with that as a kid?
Growing up, I had a great group of children that I grew up with.
That's awesome.
So, they made sure that I had everything that I needed. Growing up, I did have to have several surgeries, so I would have to go to school with the crutches and with the cast and in the wheelchair. And my classmates went above and beyond to make sure that I was okay.
That's special.
So I didn't have to experience the name calling and the bullying. So I was blessed in that aspect. But it's so different now in today's society.
It is.
And that's why I want these young girls to understand you are beautiful no matter what.
Most definitely. It's, to me, it's gotten meaner. I don't know, it was me when I was growing up, and that was umpteen years ago. But it seems like folks have just gotten meaner, not just the kids, but adults too.
Yes, we live in a cruel world.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, what happened? Because at one time it was much nicer.
Yes.
As we say, back in the olden days.
Exactly, back in the day.
It was softer and nicer, but it seems like, unfortunately, our girls are growing up harder acting, and there are reasons for that. It is. There are reasons for things happening like they are, and of course, some of the music that we have going into the ear gates of our young women, and hearing some of the music and our lyrics from individuals who are saying things about women that are not nice has a lot to do with the self-esteem. Has a huge influence on the young ladies, and makes them feel like, well, if I'm not acting like that and I'm not this and that and the other, then something must be wrong with me, and yada 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 yada. So you've got a business that's tackling those kinds of issues and turning them around.
Exactly.
What did you say to mothers, aunties, big sisters, women out there who are responsible for taking care of young girls? What do you say to them?
I try to instill in them the same things, that they should, first of all, think of themselves as a queen. And think highly of yourself, because your daughter, your niece, your grandchild, they're watching you. So you instill in them that, you know what, I'm a lady. And so I want you to grow up, and I want you to be a lady. And so I instill the same things in them. You know, think highly of yourself. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not worth it, because you are.
That's good. That's good. Are you able to go into the schools, say a classroom of girls, and a teacher might decide they see this program, and they want you to come in to do to work with their girls for a special day or something like this? We're moving toward the end of school.
Yes.
This is a great little something to do for some young ladies in the classroom.
Yes.
So
I am actually in the process of working on, I'm calling it an extension of Dazzling Dolls.
Okay.
And it's going to be an enrichment program where we actually, you know, we want to be able to go into the schools, into the after school programs, and meet with girls, you know, once a month, and they come together and we talk about different topics. And I have guest speakers come in and talk to the girls. So that is something that we're working on right now. And again, it's going to be an extension of Dazzling Dolls, and it's going to be an enrichment program. And I know the girls will greatly benefit from it.
Well, I'd highly recommend all the school districts in the St. Louis region.
Thank you.
Make sure you call Ms. Glasper, Dr. Glasper, to talk more about Dazzling Dolls and coming into the schools and really, really helping to make a difference for the kids.
Yes.
We've got the information set up right here where you can reach her. I will call her. She's a delightful person to talk with, and you just bring, you know, that spirit of deep love into the room. And I imagine that you do that for the girls as well.
I do.
Getting them to really feel like, oh, I am really special. I like who I am, and I like what's going on with me.
Because kids really know when you care about them. They feel that.
They do.
They feel
they know.
that. And so I try to make that connection with them, because I want them to know that I really do care. It's not just about me making you look beautiful. I really want you to know that I care. And if you ever need to talk, reach out, or whatever it is, I'm here for you.
That's cool. I always like it when I go out and speak with girls, when they'll say, can she come back?
Yes,
I like that.
That is so
then
gratifying.
I know I hit one of them.
Yes,
if it's 30 girls in the room and I hit two, I'm happy.
You did your job.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. We'll have you back on again, and we're going to have you on for some other things that we got coming up soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for tuning in to City Corner. We'll see you the next time.